Disclaimer, we are unqualified and unapologetic. We are not professionals. We are not doctors. We are not mental health specialists. We're just married. So take what works, leave what doesn't. Now let's do this.
These are the sessions, scars on display. These are the lessons learned here to stay. No heroes left, just trying to heal. Unscripted voices finally real. We're still standing, still self-aware, building something from all the damage.
And it begins. She's nasally again. Go ahead, say something.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Hi, it's Joel, host of Sessions and Lessons Unscripted, and the stuffy, nose-pluggy star of the show, Gloria Rosario.
At this point, like, I need to do something because every freaking night around this time, I start to get like this.
That is very weird.
At the same exact time, whether I interact with the cat or not, whether I'm home or not.
But you're like nowhere near the cat, so I don't well, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so. But it is strange.
It's on my nerves. Like, I'm so over this. So over this. Like, what do I do now? I've taken, like, all the medications I could possibly take.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I mean, there was no more to my complaining. That was it. I've taken all the medications I possibly can. Now,
I don't know.
It is what it is. Whatever.
It is a strange occurrence. It seems like every night, the same time you're...
Every night, same symptoms, no matter if we're home, if we're out, if we're at a movie theater, every day.
I mean, you don't sound that bad.
Well, how many...
And it doesn't look like your one nostril is bigger than the other.
Not yet, right? It's not as bad,
Some
but...
of you out there know that reference.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but it's annoying because, like, I want to rip my face off. I'm so itchy right now.
Okay. You want to rip your face off?
I do. That's how anxious I get when I have allergies.
No, that would not be good. I don't think. Other than that, how are you?
Sunshine and lollipops.
Just remain.
Go over
No,
there.
how does it all go? Just remain positive and think positive thoughts.
Yeah, all I can think about is just ripping my nose off. Like,
That would look weird. You with no nose. Anyways,
I'm
Well-
good. I'm alive. I'm breathing. We're all, well, somewhat breathing, right?
well, yeah, you're breathing weird. You all right over there? Should we continue?
Yeah, continue.
Do you need some tissues, my love?
I need a new nose. We just talked about this.
Okay. So we'll keep it short and sweet then.
Yes.
Pardon me.
God, all sorts of bodily functions going on right now.
Yeah, I don't know. People are just going to start tuning out. They're like, it's like listening to a ward in the hospital or something.
Anyways, I'm good. Yes, how are you?
I am great, I think. I think I'm great.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Well, I can't complain. I mean, I've been feeling pretty good. I know guys out there are going to be like, you got to be more whatever. Just like, coincidentally, my wife, Gloria Rosario, likes to tell me how it annoys her to no end that I downplay everything.
Oh, that is my biggest annoyance.
She's like, that annoys me. I'm like, what are you talking about? You always downplay everything. And I don't see it like that. Like you're the way you're saying is that I like try to minimize everything.
You do try to minimize anything and everything and every opportunity.
It's because I like to be in the shadows.
In the shadows.
And I'm a low key kind of guy.
Yeah, low key.
I'm
doing
not
podcasts,
flashy.
doing podcasts, writing books, producing, but you're in the
I don't know.
shadows.
You know what though? I was gonna say, that. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. But isn't it weird? Like they say that the most like out there people are like the most shy ones, right? Like the most reserved ones. Like for some reason, Prince comes to mind right away. Yes, Prince. Because they said he was like super shy. Like if you were to know him, he didn't talk much. He was kind of, like shy. But then when he was on stage, watch out.
Well,
like,
that's because that's his persona. Persona and personality are two completely.
I don't know. But and he's not the only one. There's other musicians and trying to think who else. I think they said Jim Morrison from The Doors. They said that he was really, really bad. Like he didn't like to socialize. He was really quiet, kept to himself. But then he got on stage and he went crazy.
He was a god of rock.
But those are just two examples. But they say that some people, some artists or whatever, they're like that.
Yeah.
Which is weird because a lot of us, me included, kind of live in fear like that. Like you're so afraid to take chances, so afraid to try new things, so afraid, you know what I mean? And then it's like you just do it. You know what I mean?
Do it.
Like you can accomplish a lot of stuff by just putting it out there. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's all in your approach, and how you look at things and the effort that you put into things.
Mm-hmm.
Or am I wrong?
No, I see what you're saying, but just don't live in fear, I guess.
Just do stuff.
Thanks for coming to the TED Talk.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
All right, everybody.
That was the show for today.
Because your nose is plugged.
No, it's actually, I'm starting to feel better.
The more you talk, the more you're opening up.
Yeah. And plus, I just did an extra shot of the thing, so we're good.
Get your own show. By the way, Glowing Off Script on Fridays.
Yeah, I don't have to take this anymore. I'm going to my own show.
I'm taking my ball and going over to my own show.
In the same room.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are, you new guys or you new people, Glows has a show that airs on Fridays. So not only will you have us on Sundays and Wednesdays, you will have an extra dose of Mrs. Rosario on Fridays.
Yes, eventually I plan to take up all your schedule.
Yes. We're very busy around here.
No, that's all I could handle just once a week, just because life and I have too many other things going on right now.
She's too busy caregiving,
working, cleaning, living,
taking care of her man.
and trying to survive in this cold, ugly world.
Yes, cold and ugly. Two good ways to describe me.
Stop it. So, anywho, so we were going to talk about what again?
We were going to talk about, it's funny because we're kind of talking about it, strengths and weaknesses.
Strengths and weaknesses.
Strengths and weaknesses.
Okay.
And it was funny because Gloria and I were talking about it, and we're like, let's just cut the mics on because this won't be fun. I don't know what she meant by that. She's like, I can tell you what your strengths and weaknesses are. And then when she said weaknesses, she stressed that weaknesses are.
That is a lie. I did not. No, I
And then, so I think she just wants to call me out on Not So Live Radio.
Not so live.
So what are we doing? Are we...
I guess.
I mean, everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, right?
Of course. And, the thing about us, I think, is where I fall short.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of pick up, and vice versa.
I think we
I
do
think we
that pretty
balance
well.
each other
Yeah.
out
Yeah, I think we do that really well.
sometimes. 'Cause sometimes we butt heads.
You know, it's funny because I know people out there have heard us say this before that we are very different, but not. We're a special couple because I think yes, we have our differences, but we're alike in a lot of ways, and I don't know. It's just hard to describe. And everything just is so organic and like so put together.
No, this is us. Like how we talk on this podcast, and
Oh, we talk probably worse.
probably worse. But this is us, though. It's not. We're not scripting anything. We're not
No, we just
practicing anything.
talking.
It's just-
However,
This is how we talk on a regular basis.
mm-hmm.
Only I cuss more.
Yeah, there's a little bit more colorful language. Colorful language.
Yes, words.
Actually, you know, it's funny. I always wanted to dial back on that a little bit because I don't know. I mean, it's just words, right? But
What, on the cursing?
yeah, because
Oh, I curse like a sailor off air.
yeah,
Yes,
she does.
yes, I do.
Curses at me. Curses. Foiled again. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry.
You're weird. Anyways,
Anyways. Yeah, so we always talk about how we're alike but different. It's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It just works, and it worked right out the gate. Like, we were so compatible and so together, it just worked. Then I had to put a ring on it so she doesn't go anywhere.
and now he regrets it.
My bank account regrets. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
No, that's kind of mean because I don't ask for much.
You don't.
I don't
And
ask
I
for
wanna
anything,
give you
really.
And I want to give you the world, but obviously I cannot afford it. So you're just going to have to settle. I'm sorry.
I told him that he lucked out because I'm not, like, yes, I do like my expensive perfumes, and yes, I do have my little, twerks here and there.
Did you say twerks or quirks or what? Or twerk?
Quirks.
Oh, okay.
I meant to say quirks.
She's got her twerks, ladies
I
and
can't
gentlemen.
twerk for crap, let me tell
Yeah,
you.
I couldn't. I'm like, what's that one cartoon that Bob's Burgers?
Oh, Lisa.
Lisa, I think.
Lisa, I think is her name.
Where she twerks all awkward.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
me.
that's us. And no, we're not going to make a video of that, so don't even ask.
No, I do have a lot of quirks and stuff, but I really don't ask for much. Like,
Oh, you don't. You don't really ask for anything.
I don't. I usually just buy it myself, or just,
All
I
right.
don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't. Yeah, you were never.
I've never been like that. I'm
No.
not. Like I said, I can be materialistic. I do like my little things here and
Well,
there.
who doesn't
But
like stuff?
Right, But I don't ask anybody for anything, If he comes home with flowers on Valentine's, great. If not, that's cool too. Like, those things are not important to me. It's more like, do we have enough food in the house? That kind of
Is
stuff.
the water bill paid?
Do I still have a roof over my head? Are the animals taken care of? Are we taken care of? That's the kind of stuff that I worry about. I would rather spend money on that than, anything else.
Yeah. And what was I going to say? I was going to say that's a strength, I guess. Right? Having that attitude. Right?
It's a positive for sure. So it's a positive for your wallet.
This is a fact. Yes, it is a positive for the wallet and bank account. As sad as it is. So I don't know. You wanted to call me out on live live radio.
It's not supposed to be mean. I'm not calling you out. It's just like, I think we'll do a couple of strains, a couple of not strengths.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
Uh-huh.
So you're going to look me dead in my face.
Yeah.
And you're going to give me what you think I have strengths at.
Yeah, where you're strong.
Okay.
And then you're going to tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Okay.
Does it
All
make
right.
sense? Like, yeah, that is my strong point.
I can kind of see what
you see what I'm saying or no?
Okay, yes, you can go first then. Go ahead and start. So you're just starting with strengths first.
Unless you want me to start with the negatives, I don't care. You tell me what you want.
Actually, you know what? Yes. Let's start with the weaknesses.
Okay. You
Wait. You started that way too fast. Did you guys hear that? The way she's like, okay, well.
Shut up, let me talk.
All right. Well, let's go with weaknesses first.
Okay. I think and you just said it, one of your biggest weaknesses, I think, is that you downplay everything. Like,
see, that's the thing. That I don't see that I do that. I don't mean it to be like,
but that's
I'm not trying to be a downer.
No, but that's what it comes across as. And I'm not arguing. This is not like, I agree with you or I don't agree with you or let me correct you. No,
that's fine.
You know, I do see that a lot. You know, like, it could be something as simple as like, oh, Joel bought me a perfume or whatever. And then you're like, yeah, but it was on clearance. So, just picked it up. Like, why do you have to downplay it? It's just like, I'm not trying to make it seem like we spend a lot of money on things, but it's just like, I like to brag that my husband buys me little things, and they might not be expensive.
I mean, you just leave out the whole I got it on sale part. That's all.
No, but it's like, you don't have to talk down. Like, it's like, I appreciate it. Whether you spend $15 or $100 on, whatever. Mm-hmm. I appreciate it either way. Mm-hmm. I'm happy when you buy me stuff at the thrift store, and that stuff isn't, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing big.
Right.
But it's always something like, you wrote a book. Are you excited? Yeah, I guess I've been working on it for a while. Really? I was like, you've been, like, you need to, like, be your own hype person. And that's where I think you fall short.
Okay. I'll give you that.
Yes. Thank you.
But like I said, I don't do it to be a downer.
But it comes across like that. It's like,
really?
Yeah, it does. Because if, like, I'm excited.
I'd be interested to hear what other people think about that.
No, because, like, I get excited for you. Like, I want you to feel, like, sometimes I feel like when you talk about...
Well, I'm not going to do cartwheels and, like, scream at the top.
Why not?
Because I can't do cartwheels.
Well, I mean, besides that... But you know what I'm saying? It's like, these are goals that you've had for, like, a long time, And it's like, you should be excited. Like, you should be, like, gung-ho, like, look at what I did, you guys, or, I'm so happy, I'm proud of myself. You're allowed to be loud and, like, be like, I did this, like, this is my goal, and woohoo, like, I accomplished it. And it's just like, I feel like you don't give yourself, like, that credit, Does that make sense or no?
Yes, I have been told recently that I need to give myself more credit.
And it's like, I feel like you don't see yourself like other people see you, and that's normal because everybody does that, Mm-hmm. But it's like, I don't know if it's something of like, because you're shy or because like you don't want to like brag.
Yes, and yes. That's what I would
But
say.
you're allowed to brag about yourself. Like, you should be able to walk into the room and see, this is what I did. Mm-hmm. I am proud of it. I put work into it. Look at it. It's worth it. I'm worth it. Sit down and, and I feel like you kind of sell yourself short.
Not to defend myself, I think part of that is because in past times, I have done stuff and I've either had some comment or, put down, and it's like, I don't care. Or not, I shouldn't say I don't care.
But no, obviously you do care because it's just like, you kind of downplay it, Mm-hmm. And it's like, why? I don't care what, you know, Bob down the street said. Like, you know, if I think I'm awesome, that's my opinion and you can't change it. You know, and I feel like sometimes you make yourself small. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. If I'm
No, that's a good way to put it.
you make yourself small, and it's just like, no, why do you put yourself like in this little box of, oh, it's okay. I mean, I guess. No, be proud of what you did. Like, you set out to do a podcast, here we are. And now you're producing my podcast, the second podcast, you know, that stems from this one. That's an accomplishment. The book itself is a huge accomplishment, you know, because it's something that was a happy little accident. You weren't planning on making it a book, and then the idea popped into your head.
Right.
Celebrate that, you know. Anything. It's just like, be like, you know, hell yeah, man. Like, I did it. I accomplished it. This is my goal. This is my dream, and I'm working on it. And I'm going to talk about it until I'm blue in the face, and there's nothing that you can do about it, you know. And that's where I think you kind of fall short.
Yes, I will give you that. You are absolutely correct on all that. Like I said, I don't mean it that way.
But see,
It might have stemmed from past things that happened or been said or done or whatever.
right.
I want to say too, I try to be as humble as possible and just like, I don't want to draw attention to myself.
So how else are you supposed to move this book? And how else are you supposed to promote this podcast? How are we going to promote my podcast if you're not loud? You know, and it falls on both of us to promote and to like sell and to, you know, do all this stuff. Things that none of us have experience in. Like, I don't know how to like promote myself in a way that feels normal because I've never done it, you know, but I'm learning and I'm okay with it. And it's like, you have to be okay. Like, yeah, you have your people behind you that are like, yeah, way to go, you can do it. But if you have all of these people cheering you on and supporting you and buying the book and, you know, showing up to the little things that we do on the side and, you know, promoting each other and all that stuff, you have to be just as loud in saying, like, this book is this, not just the book, but anything. Like, whether it's something small or something big, it's like you
just be proud of any little accomplishment
you
that
have
they've
to
made.
be your biggest cheerleader because you have all these people following you and believing in you and cheering you on. But if you're at the head of the table and you're being cheered on and stuff and you're not cheering, the cheers behind you aren't going to be heard. You see what I'm saying? It's like you have to be just as loud as the people supporting you and being like,
That is
you
a
know?
good. I like that's kind of deep. I think what you just said. That you're sitting at the head of the table, and then everyone else is kind of cheering, but you're not cheering at all.
right, you're downplaying it. It's just like, how do you expect more people to like believe in you and to build a community if the person sitting at the head of the table that's trying to build this community isn't excited, isn't emphasizing, isn't, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm babbling at this point, but I just want you to understand that.
I don't think you're babbling. You're making a lot of sense.
Okay, because I think I'm babbling at this point.
No, you're not babbling. You're not wrong. So, yes, that is true.
So,
Like I said, it's not my intent.
no, but chill on that a little bit. You know, just give yourself the credit for what you've accomplished. It might not, you know, be what you expect it to be in the moment, but we all have to start from somewhere. You know?
Yes.
And it's going to take time to sell the book, and it's going to take time to build a community. And it's going to, you know, some people do podcasting for like 4 or 5 years before anybody starts to listen. You know, and it's just like, to me, that wasn't our initial goal, you know, to get people to listen. And I've said this and I genuinely mean it. in every aspect, whether it's this podcast or my podcast. I really don't care if it's 2 people listening or if it's 1,000,000 people. I do not care. That is not my goal. Do I look at the numbers? Yeah, because that's my performance. You know what I mean? Like, what can I do better? What episode did better? What did I talk about in that episode? What can I do to improve the next one? You know, and on this episode, like on this show, I feel confident because like I know what the routine is. You know what I mean? If you listen to my podcast, I'm still kind of in the beginning stages of that. Even though I have experience in this, that's a whole nother project for me. But I'm so excited about it. You know, I know it's going to get better, so I'm not worried about it. You know, in 3 months, if I still have the same 5 listeners, cool. I'm keeping those 5 people entertained. I'm keeping them coming back, and that's what I'm going to focus on. Because if you focus on my numbers, my sales, my this, my that isn't going up, there's going to be nothing motivating you. You know what I mean? And it's just like, just work on that. I don't want to babble. I feel like I've taken up too much time.
No, you were making points.
No, but those are my basic points, and I think that you need to work on that. And I say that with all the love and all the, you know, everything in my heart. Like, work on that, because it's just like, if I'm over here excited and battling about whatever, you know, and you're not meeting my energy on it, and it's like, it's your book or it's our podcast, and it's just like, oh, you don't have to downplay. Like, who cares about the downplaying? You know, take up space and be loud. God damn it.
Sure.
I'm done.
As I downplay what you just
As
said.
you downplay what I just say, I'm done. Whatever.
All right, so I guess I'll tell you a weakness or something, right?
Yeah. I'll punch you in the face.
That's okay. That's
No,
okay.
I'm kidding. I would never punch him in the face.
I don't know. It's I want to say one of your weaknesses is like you overwhelm yourself, which causes you to kind of forget things, or you take on too much, I think, and then it causes other issues, like I said, like forgetting stuff, or like,
Burnout.
yeah, I think that's one of your weaknesses, that and I know there might have been issues like before, like with your accident and all of that stuff, but I don't know, sometimes I think it's self-inflicted, if that makes any sense. Like, you take on too much, and then you get very like kind of scattered, and then I don't know. That's the first thing that came to mind as a weakness.
Right. But see, you see that, I mean, I see what you're saying, but that's how I function. I cannot, for instance, we talked about this earlier today. I have a laptop, I have a computer, I have the tablet, I have my phone, I have whatever, you know? And I've tried to take notes on these things, and it does not work for me.
And she writes it on
I write it on a paper, and that irks him.
Yes, it does.
But it's like, that's how I work. Like,
She's got like 3 or 4 screens in front of her,
Right.
and she still writes it on the paper.
I do.
And then when we're recording sometimes or doing whatever, all you hear is the rustling of the paper, and it drives me crazy.
Right, but we've tried the screen thing, right? Mm-hmm. I cannot focus on that.
Then let me ask you this. Why do we even have that screen?
Because we've talked about this. When we film, I need to have a focal point. And the screen is my focal point. Like, I'm looking at the screen because the camera is supposed to be on top of it, right?
Oh, not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but that's how it needs to be for it to work for me. Like, I know, I swear to you, I was like, See, people see
This was
me-
a bad idea.
No, people see me and they think that I'm like disorganized and I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm very flaky. But it's an organized mess. Like
That's kind of goes with what I was saying too, because it's like it seems like you're all over the place.
But I'm not, because it's like, okay, I know that in this pile right here, these are all my notes on my notebook, right? This is where it is, right? If I need to reach over for my tablet it's here. If I need the laptop, it's right underneath there.
Which you don't even use.
No, I don't, because I have my tablet.
Right, that you don't really use.
I don't use, because I use my phone, which is what I really do use,
Well, actually, a phone has everything in it, doesn't it?
Right. So that's my thing. Like, on the outside, to people, it looks like I'm very unorganized and very scattered, which I do get like that. And that's when I'm stressed out. And that's a different Gloria. That's the stressed out Gloria to where I'm burnt out. I've lost control of things, but this is like an organized mess to me. I know you see it. Like, see, I have all my pens in this little pile. I know where they are.
I'm starting to think that you have some kind of OCD thing there.
I'm sure I do. I believe I do. But everything has to be set up how I need it set up to work. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to make sense to you or to anybody else.
And don't cross the boss.
Don't. I was like, don't question me. Just let me do my thing. I know it seems weird to some people. I do have my little like things that I like organized. Electronics here, pens here, paper here, notes there. I know where everything is. But yes, I do tend to get, if I overwhelm myself and I'm stressed out, yes, I do forget things. That's just me. It's who I am. I'm working on it. Mm-hmm. It has gotten a little bit better. Mm-hmm. Has it not? Just a little bit. Come on, say it.
Yes.
Exactly. Oh, sorry, guys. I don't mean to snort.
Snort in your ear.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
That is gross.
That is. But everybody's different. I organize a certain way, and this is how I am.
Everyone's got their little thing.
It doesn't have to make sense to you or to anybody else, but this is what makes sense to me in my little brain, in my little world. I turn here, there's my drink. I turn here, there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yes,
sure,
yes, but I accept it though. I don't agree with it, but I accept it.
I don't agree with it, but I accept it. Okay, this was a bad idea.
It was.
This was your idea, by the way.
It was. Okay, move on.
Or should I say idea?
Idea.
Yeah, let's not go there. Love you, dude.
I don't know. Do you think this is constructive, or you think we're just talking crap about each other?
I don't know. We just kind of cut the mics on because we were talking about it. And I'm sure people out there it'll kind of pique their interest, I guess, because it'll make them think about what their strengths or weaknesses are, which I guess is kind of the point of this, isn't it?
Yeah, it's basically it.
So since we've already kind of poked each other with the weaknesses, what about strengths then?
I think you should go first on this one because I need to kind of...
Okay. This is going to be...
oh, Lord.
This is going to be, I don't know, people will say it's a cop-out answer or whatever. But I think your strength is also a weakness.
Yes, I do agree with that. Yep.
You don't even know what I was going to say.
I know where you're going with this, but go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to say it, but see if we're on the same page.
Okay.
Your strength is also a weakness.
Okay.
I'm going to say that your strength / weakness is your ability to not give a crap about stuff or not worry about it, and then just live life, just keep going. And then your attitude about, if something happens, we'll worry about it later. Uh-huh. But at the same time, I think it's a weakness because... No, let's prevent it now. Let's make sure it doesn't get to that point.
I knew you were going to bring this up because we have talked about this on other episodes.
Yes.
Joel and I are very different in the way that we approach,
Certain
problems
things, yeah.
and certain problems. We don't fight a lot about issues. Like, yeah, we have little tiffs here and there, but it's never to the point where we're gonna like argue,
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, and I will repeat this, and I will die on this hill, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't fix it in 15 minutes, it is not a problem that I could fix right now. It can wait. A problem is I'm knocking on the door and I'm holding my foot or my hand.
See, I get it. I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? That's an emergency. That needs to be taken care of. Like,
but there's
right away.
times where I think there were things that could have been prevented if they were. But then you're like, you gotta just do it or whatever. Worry about it later. I always joked around that Gloria's like, she's like, shoot first, ask questions later.
And and this is something that I've been dealing with my whole life because I've been like this since birth, and I will probably die like this at the end of my life because I guess maybe it's part of like because I've always had to be the problem solver, like in my household growing up. I was a kid put in adult situations, and I had stress at 7 or 8 years old that I had no business having. But those were my circumstances, and those were the cards that I was dealt. Right.
So you would think that you would be more towards the way I'm thinking,
Proactive.
don't know, because if you were gonna try to prevent things or from happening or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying?
Give me an example of something that I haven't paid attention to, and it's been a disaster, a catastrophe by the time I get to it.
I don't know.
Because it doesn't happen very often. Again, if I'm having problems with the bank, right, and it's midnight.
That's obvious, though.
Right.
I mean, you're not going to fix it at midnight.
So I'm not going to worry about it at that moment.
Okay.
There is no point in me stressing myself out, getting huffy puffy. What the hell am I going to do? Start looking at the app. I should have done this. I could have done. It's already an issue at midnight that I can't fix. The bank opens at 9 a.m. Okay, cool. Let me get on my little DS. Let me get on my little, iPad and forget about it until tomorrow morning because I can't fix it. And I know that drives you crazy because you're the type that has to find a solution for the problem right now.
And what's wrong with that?
The bank is closed.
Yeah, but you can come up with solutions.
That's what customer service is for. I'm sorry. Like, and that's where a lot of, and this has been a issue in my past relationships, in friendships, where my friends or boyfriends at the time or whatever were so freaked out about something, and I'd just be like, la la la, it's okay, we'll be fine.
You tell me that a lot. And
Yeah.
Like,
are we fine most of the time?
I mean, I guess.
What is my criteria for that? Am I alive? Yes. Do I have air in my lungs? Absolutely. Is my heart still pumping?
So we're having situations now, which I won't go into detail.
Right.
But Gloria always tells me, we will be fine, or it will be fine.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, what's that meme with the dog that has fire all over
the dumpster fire.
That's me. Like, there's flames all around me, lady. Don't you see this? Like, there's fire everywhere.
Well, take the s'mores out and make me a s'more or something. I don't know what to tell you. Because...
And then this one over here is just kind of skipping around.
We'll be fine.
And I'm just sitting in this ring of fire.
And see, and that's how we're so different from each other. Because... I guess since I've had to deal with stress for so long and from such a young age and deal with problems that a kid had no business dealing in, at this point, it's like I talked about it in an episode a while back when we were talking about the Get to Know Glo episode, where I got to the point in my life where I was fed up. Like, I didn't ask to be the mini mom. I was put in that situation because my father wasn't around a lot and my mom had to work.
Right.
And my mom worked her ass off providing for us. You know, there are so many times that, like, my mom couldn't pay a bill or something and we'd have to turn on the oven to
Heat
heat
up
the house. You know, I went through things, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I saw my mom worry all the time growing up. And it's just like,
I mean, with good reason, though.
of course, bless my mom, dude. Like, she did so much, you know. I've always said that she's been like a mother and a father for us because that's what she was.
Well, yeah,
right?
she was a single mom.
So that put me in a position to be an adult at a really young age. And I missed out on so much. You know what I mean? Because I was always worried about this or that. Or, oh my God, where's my mom? Where's my brothers? What time are they coming home? At 7 years old. Like, so that's why now that I'm an adult and I have more control over my situation, I decide not to take control until I have to take control.
That makes sense.
You see what I'm saying?
That really does make sense, yes.
Because it's just like, I've had so much put on me and I've carried so much throughout my childhood into adulthood into this moment. Even as an adult, look at everything that I had to carry with my grandmother for 14 years. You know what I'm saying? And those things are they're difficult, you know. So now that I'm like on my own and I have more control over my life and it's not perfect. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we have a perfect marriage and, you know, I'm always in a good mood and Joel's always great. Because I'd be lying to you. We're humans.
Hold on, back up there. Joel is always great. That's not a lie.
No, it's not. But you know what I'm saying. You know, honestly, like there are moments where we are ready to choke each other out. You know what I mean?
What you said made a lot of sense. Since when you were a kid, you had to deal with that. And as an adult, you're just like, I'm not doing that no more.
I'm not doing it. I'm not stressing myself out. Yeah. I'm not getting sick because, you know, not only did I have a head injury, right? Before that, I think I told you this. I was working 16-hour shifts, 5 days a week, even sometimes 6 or 7 days a week.
Right.
Right? I was going to school and try to figure that one out. 16 hours and 5 hours in school. How often am I actually sleeping?
Right.
You know what I mean? I wasn't sleeping. I was working crazy hours. I was going to school. I decided I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to go to Dairy Queen and get myself a little ice cream and do my homework. But I was so tired. And I was like, nope, I need to finish this. I have to do it. And I was so stressed out because, you know, we were at the end of the class and I was about to take my boards or the state exam. And I was like, I have to pass this. I'm not retaking this course.
Right.
I went to Dairy Queen. I came back home and I started eating my little ice cream.
Right.
And all of a sudden, my body said, screw you.
Oh, I think you have.
Yes, I had. My body basically was so tired that it shut down on me. I remember I couldn't breathe. I was like really nauseous. I was dizzy. Later on, I found out that it was like a panic attack.
Right.
But your body will shut down for you.
Oh, it'll tell you. Yeah.
You know, at that point, being overworked, being stressed out at school, working on homework, still having to work my hours, having to pay the bills, having to do all of this stuff. Yeah, my body said, screw you, lady. Like, no, we're not doing this anymore.
Right.
So it was at that point that I decided, like, you know what? I'm never going to put my body through this. I'm not going to do this anymore. And I ended up leaving my mom's house. Because I was like, dude, I never asked for any of this responsibility. Like,
right.
You know, you guys are all older now. You guys can take care of it. And I was so used to being in control that even when I left, I was still in control of everything that was happening at my mom's house. And basically nothing's changed since then. I'm still the same way. You know, I'm still on top of my mom in the background, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, I know that irks people that I'm just like, whatever. But that's why, you know, there's only so much responsibility and so much stress and so much. It's like, no,
It's like I said, it's one of your strengths and one of your weaknesses.
right. You know, I think of it as a strength. You know, it's hard for people to be like, just screw it. You know, I'm not going to worry about
But you have to admit, once in a while, it kind of bites you in the ass.
every once in a blue moon. But I will tell you that it's very rare that something like that bites me in the ass. I guarantee you, because I asked you, and you can't even think of one. We've been together for a couple years now.
More than a couple years.
Right. And I've been this way since the moment I met you. And I told you directly when I first met you, I was like, look, I am very nonchalant, very not down to earth. I don't care about much. It doesn't take a lot to piss me off. But I'm a passionate person and I'm a loving person. And if you have patience with me, I will show you my true side.
I got catfish.
You got catfish like a feather.
All right, I'm just kidding. All right, tell
right.
me my strength, and then we'll wrap this up.
Okay, I think one of your biggest strengths is also
You can't do that. I did that already.
no, but
I will not allow it.
you will not. Okay,
No, go ahead.
I think your kindness is a huge strength.
Oh, okay. I know. Yeah,
Yeah, because
and it drives you nuts that I'm so kind.
and it does drive me so crazy.
As weird as that sounds, she loves. She told me before that that's one of the things I love about you. You're so nice and kind and everything, but that's one of the things I hate about you. You're so kind and nice.
No, because again, our personalities are similar but so different from each other. You know, and it's like. I get where you're coming from, and I know because I'm the same way. I am genuinely a kind person. If I love someone, I genuinely love that person. You know, there's no question about it. But it's also what gets you hurt and what gets you, you know what I mean? It's like a double-edged.
No, I've been burned a bunch of times.
Right. You know what I mean? Kindness is what gets people hurt. You know,
Which is unfortunate, really.
it's unfortunate, and the kinder you are, the more pain you have in your life or have had in your life. You know, and I'm speaking from experience. You know, I'm the type of person that, like I said, if I love you, I will love you hard. Like, I will go to bat for you. I will be your homie. I will be your ride or die. But that's also gotten me hurt. So I understand, you know, why you are the way that you are. But there's also a limit to where you need to, you know, be like, no, you're taking advantage of me at this point.
Well,
you know,
set boundaries,
right. So
which I'm not good at.
no, that's what I was going to say, which makes you not good at setting boundaries.
That's a weakness.
That is a weakness. But it, again, the kindness is the strength, you know? And, excuse me, I will always say, and I will always tell you, I was like, I love the fact that you are so kind, but I also hate that. I do. You know, you're a lot nicer than I am because I lose my cool way faster than you do. And I think sometimes that makes people feel like they can kind of like walk all over you, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the part that pisses me off, you know?
I understand what you're saying completely.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I don't feel like I have to change at all. Do I have to be more better at setting boundaries and stuff like that? Yes. Do I have to once in a while just tell someone to F off? Also, yes. I mean, just because you tell someone to F off doesn't make you a bad person.
No,
You know
and
what
it
I
doesn't
mean?
make you a villain either.
Yeah, and see, that's something else too. Because there was a TikTok I had shared it today too, where a guy is like, "You will become the villain when you stand up for yourself,
Yep.
when you set boundaries, when you don't take people's crap no more. You will become the villain."
Yeah, in anybody's story.
Yeah, for
And,
sure.
you know, I believe that to a T. And I've experienced that. And I know you've experienced being the villain.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I'm not a villain, but I'll be the villain. If it makes you feel better and feel good about life for me to be the villain in your, life, go ahead. It's none of my business. Do what you want, with what you have. But you shouldn't have to, again, dim yourself down to accommodate other people.
Right.
And that's where the whole thing about you taking up space and being loud and being like okay with things. Mm-hmm. I think those two things come into play, and like I said, your kindness and your patience are the reasons why I think I fell for you the way that, I did, and we decided to get married and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's because of that, because it's very hard in this world to find somebody who is genuinely kind, and I've experienced a lot of cruelty and a lot of hardships and, a lot of stuff like that. So for me, it's important, and it was important, and it has been important, and it will still be the number one thing in my life is to be kind, because like I said, this world is a cold, hard, cruel place.
Yes.
People are cruel. People do not give a crap about you.
No.
Right? It's very hard to find true relationships, true friendships, true people that you genuinely vibe with and you genuinely can be yourself around, and that's why I say be kind to people. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't take anything away from you to be nice.
No, it doesn't cost you anything.
No, it doesn't. No. But also stand up for yourself and be loud and be obnoxious and take up space at the same time. Mm-hmm. That's my little message for today. Thank you for joining my TED Talk.
Well, thank you. All right, that's it for today. So think about what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, and just work on them.
I would like to hear from people about whether we were accurate about.
Yes, if there's people out there that know us, you can kind of share your input on that. Let us know
what you guys think.
And that's fine. And you can tell Gloria she's wrong. She's a big girl.
Oh, I'm a biznatch. I will tell you.
All right, never mind. All right, guys, don't forget the website, sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com, and drop us an email with anything you got. That is sessionsandlessonsmail@gmail.com. Visit us on the socials. You know them all. We're not hard to find, so jump on the TikToks and all that, and give us a shout on there. And don't forget the book, May, December, End, the Ballad of Joey Flowers.
Because we're so excited about it, right?
It's all right.
I swear to you that I'm going to fix you.
All right. The Ballad of Joey Flowers. Actually, let me start that over. May, December, End. The Ballad of Joey Flowers. On Amazon. Amazon Kindle, Nook, and that's it for now. And I'll let you do your little thing for your project. Yes.
And when you're done reading the books and listening to Sessions and Lessons Unscripted, you can head on over to Glowing Off Script. It's a new podcast. It premiered February 14th, and it's being uploaded once a week on Fridays.
And it's very good. I am very proud of her. She's a little nervous, but she's okay.
Yes, it's hard to do a podcast by yourself, but I have some awesome people lined up to be guests.
Yes.
And I'm also looking for guests. Mm-hmm. So if you are interesting, have a funny story, or have anything that, anything positive, negative, whatever, reach out to me. Maybe I'll have you on as a guest. I am currently looking for guests. I do have a list so far, but eventually I'm going to run low on that list. So.
And where would they be able to get a hold of you?
Well, for right now, I don't have anything set up. We're working on a webpage. We're working on TikTok, like my own thing. But for right now, you guys can reach me at GLOING, Glowing Off Script, at yahoo.com. And you guys can also reach me through Sessions and Lessons, the website and all that. We're
On the
connected.
socials, yeah.
Yeah, you guys could reach me either way.
Glo and I are joined at the hip.
Yes.
Why did you say it that way with that disdain in your face?
See, that's what downplaying does.
Anyways. All right, guys, we appreciate you as always. Let everybody know that we're out there. And anything to add, Mrs. Rosario?
Nope. Just remember to sip your tea, drink your coffee, and be nice to everybody.
All right, guys. See you on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye-bye.